So, this is the SDLE20 SD LANCH mini excavator. This is a 2-ton per the 20, but no, it's not. I'll get into the weight here in just a minute. But this video, guys, today, this one was actually requested by a few of you guys. It was on our bucket list already, but when we started getting some comments, people asking, we thought we'd just go ahead and try to get it out there now. So here we are. We're gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna talk about a few specs and things like that first. Then I'll do a good walk around, and then I'm gonna start taking panels off this thing so you can see what's inside the belly of the beast. All right, so I got my script with me. Just kidding. This is actually the spec sheet. Come with the machine. I'm just gonna read it to you how I got it. So SD LANCH SDLE20 mini excavator with a Yanmar engine. The engine is a 3TNV74F Yanmar. It has the hydraulic thumb clamp already installed. It has the upper oil cylinder, upper boom cylinder. It has a bowled tube with 4 legs. Oh, look at that. All right, so right here we've got our, under here is our hydraulic tank and diesel tank, and they have stickers, hydraulic tank and fuel tank. Look what I just noticed. Extra stickers. So here's a hydraulic tank on our bowled tube, and there's actually a fuel tank sticker on our bowled tube. It's nice. We got extras. Anyways, I'll get that off in a minute. So we have pilot operation side, and then again we have a Yanmar 3TNV74F diesel engine. These have the widened chassis, 42.5 inches, I believe I can measure. And then also this machine does have side swing. So bucket capacity reads 0.03 M. Rated power is 17.2 kW at 3,000 RPMs. I figured that. Hold on, timeout. I was gonna say that doesn't sound right, because the 15 horsepower is not 17.2 kW. It's like 10.2 kW. So this reads 23 horsepower. Look at this. Yeah, see that? Horsepower, 23 horsepower. I'm gonna have to do some digging on that because I've had a bunch of these, and they all have a 15 horse, which is like a 10.2 kW. So I'm gonna look into that, and then we'll talk about it here in a little bit, see what I found out. Anyways, displacement 0.854 L, fuel capacity 15 liters, track width 180 millimeters, maximum unloading height 1800 millimeters, maximum excavation depth 1700 millimeters, overall machine size 2,925 by 1,100 by 2,422. And then, of course, customer service and spare parts, after sale service. You don't need that. There is no after sale service, so that's useless. Well, they sure make it hard to trust them. They send this stuff over. Everybody's already confused about the weights. Nobody knows what they weigh. Are the VIN tags right? Are the numbers right? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nah, some people have figured out some of them. I don't have scales, I can't weigh them, so I just go by the VIN tag. I'm not going to tell anybody this is a 2-ton machine because of a sticker they put on it. The VIN tag, on the other hand, they also put it on there. But I've seen several videos that people have proven VIN tags to be right. So this one says 1,200 kilograms, comes out to almost 2,700 pounds. This machine, it does have counterweights underneath. I'll show you that in a bit. So, and it is bigger, wider. So it probably does weigh 2,700 pounds. So back to the engine. The paper said 23 horsepower, 17.2 kilowatts. I went ahead and had to look into that. Check the VIN tags on the motor. I'll put them up, a picture here in just a second. 11.2 kilowatts is what the engine is. That comes out to right over 15 horsepower. So I don't know who they're trying to fool. Go by the tags on the engine. That's all I can tell you about that, guy. So this is a 15 horsepower Yanmar diesel. Another thing to mention, this machine does have needle zerks and regular Alamites. I see a lot of people throwing fits about the needle zerks and they don't like them and yada, yada, yada. So just be aware that the SDLE20, at least this particular one, has a needle zerk for about every fitting. So if you don't like needle zerks and you're picking one of these up, go ahead and get you some Alamites, or plan to get you some Alamites, change those out. Because about all of them I can see here are needle zerks. The only Alamite I see is like a pin here, and these bucket pins. The rest of these are all needle zerks. So if you don't like those, you'll have to change those out on this machine. All right, here we go. We're going to do our little walk around so you can see the machine. These are very, very nice. I move a lot of these. You can see has a hydraulic thumb already. This one does have the hydraulic thumb style that has the L bracket. Has your 3-way diverter valve on there already. Does have top cylinders. I think it's a 16-inch bucket, best I remember. Does have kind of hidden hoses. They're exposed here, but then they go into the boom. Same way, kind of hidden in there, coming out. So that's nice. Top cylinder there. You do have swing boom there. You see the track motors, drive motors, 42.5 inches wide. Motors are exposed just like on most of these machines. There's your VIN tag. You got pedals, two sticks, just like most pilot machines. One pedal does the thumb, one pedal does the blade. Sticks are your tracking. You do have easy access here. 4 Allen bolts, comes right out. That is where your dipstick for your engine oil is. So you got to remove that to check that. I'll take that off in a bit so you guys can see. Up top here, we got our battery disconnect, temperature gauge, electronic lockout, headlight switch, of course our pilot control, our adjustable flip up seat, and over here our key, hour meter, throttle, and our other pilot control. Back of the machine, got our engine door, and we'll flip our seat up. So from here, we've got, let's see here, how's this run? Give me a second, guys. I'm just tracking down hoses. Okay, so from here, our water separator, this hose coming up here runs from our fuel tank into our water separator, comes out of our water separator into our electric fuel pump, out of our electric fuel pump into our fuel filter, of course out of our fuel filter into our injection pump, which is, I don't know if I can get this. Put it right back in there. You can see the hose line going in. Okay. Radiator cap, oil fill there, air filter on that side, as well as this machine does already have a muffler blanket, so no need to get one. Starters here on the back, alternators here on the back, overflow for your radiators down there. This does have a radiator and hydraulic cooler. I'll take those off. You can see those in a minute. And then we've got 2 stack pumps. And then underneath on the back, of course, our blade. But then you look, we've got a, oh, this one doesn't have counterweights. No kidding. So most of these have counterweights right here. 2 of them. You can see the bolts are long enough for them, but I think they forgot to put them on. That's crazy. I don't know. All right, let's start stripping this machine so you guys can see the inside. All right, for our first side panel here, we got 2 bolts on the rear and 4 bolts here on the front. And wouldn't you know it, I've just lost my extension. Let me dig that out in a second. So this side panel looks like 1, 2, looks like 3 bolts to get it off. Let's see. Oh, just dropped another one. Good thing I'm disassembling this thing, because if not, I would have to find these bolts that I've dropped. All right, so we lost our extension down in the machine, so we have to switch to a deep socket. Okay, so I got those 2 out. I take the back one out already. Yeah, so this panel should come right off. Oh, just like that. All right, so now we're going floorboard out. I think I get this floorboard out without having to take these feet pedal and sticks off. I know I can. I have on some other machines in the past, so let's hope we can. Now, it's not easy, but normally you can wiggle it out. battery seems like it's getting low. All right, let's see if we can get this floorboard off. Got some nice covers for our feet pedal. Yeah, there we go. Like a glove. And that's the floorboard off. The floorboard's out. I'm gonna start showing you what's under there, but I want you guys to be ready, and I want you to find the weird object and see how quick you can find it. Let me know in the comments. Did you find it right away? Did you not find it at all? Did I pick it up before you found it? This is a win for me. But I'm not surprised, man. I just wish the quality control was a little better. It wouldn't take just a few more. Let me just show you. All right, so real quick, I got this side panel off. I got the floorboard off. Before I take that side off, I just want to show you guys something. I got to go in here and get my extension real quick, and I got to find the bolt that I dropped. But I just want to know, do you see anything unusual about this area? Something that doesn't belong? I dropped an extension down in here, so that doesn't belong. But I dropped it way down in there. Oh, what in the heck is this? Looks like our friends from China donated us a 1/2-inch wobble socket that they've been welding on. This is crazy, man. I was just down in the floorboard, laying on top of the hoses on the valve bank. All right, now to get this last bolt out so we can get this side panel off. So there's your inner panel. And then it's stuck to it. The weather stripping was stuck to the bottom of the pilot control console. But there you go. That easy. All right, I decided I'm going to go ahead and take the rear bumper off too. It's just 2 bolts. There you go. Rear bumper's off. 10 minutes and all the panels are completely off this thing. Some of them are a nightmare to get the panels off. This one's not that bad. 10 minutes and you got every panel off except for the bottom ones, which also easy to take off. Once you're this far, the bottom ones come right off. But you really don't have to take the bottom ones off, depending on what you're doing. But you can do most anything on this machine with just those couple panels off. But super easy to take them off, so that's a plus in my opinion. Again, some of them, especially the cab machines, oh, they're a nightmare to get panels off just to work on. But all right, let's get a quick close-up and walk around now of everything internal. You guys can see how this machine's designed. So we'll start here. We got our fuel tank here on the right-hand side, hydraulic tank on the left-hand side. With these panels off, super accessible. Let's see, underneath you do have, see if I can get it. You do have, yep, a cutout there for your drain for your hydraulic tank. So easy to drain that hydraulic tank. There is no drain for the diesel tank underneath. So your hose comes right out of your hydraulic tank, comes up into your dual pumps, and then goes out and around to your hydraulic cooler, which is here. I'm sorry, that's your radiator. Here's your hydraulic cooler mounted to your radiator. There's your 15 horsepower Yanmar in there behind everything else. But you can see, I mean, with all these panels off, everything's pretty easy to get to. You can get to about anything. Like I said, already got a heat blanket on the exhaust, so you know that's not a huge win, but that's a little bit of a value right there. The air filter, I feel like they just kind of struggling for a spot to put that. It's just I don't know. It just looks out of place, but it works. So also with these off, you can got access inside of there. Battery disconnects up in that one. Come on around. Battery. Other side of your engine, you can see the dipstick down there, yellow circle. You've also got a fill plug here. Your throttle control, everything is in here, down in here. Your valve bank, pretty simple. Not a lot to this. Your motor for the turntable, not a lot to it. Pretty simple design. So your high flow hydraulic filter is right here. It's by your battery under the floorboard. And then also your solenoid and valve body for your pilot controls is there as well under the floorboard. Now the question is, how's it dig? How's it perform? Let me get it thrown back together really fast, and then we'll test it out in this dirt pile back here behind us. I already know how the machine digs. I had one of these as a personal machine, put over 30 hours on it. But I want to show you guys how it digs. So you know, is this a machine when you're on the auction and you're looking, or if you're on Marketplace looking, you know, not everybody's an auction buyer. Not everybody wants to go to the auction and save the money. But here's we'll talk, I'm not going to get into that. I'll make another video for that. Anyways, whether you're on Marketplace or whether you're on the auction, should you consider the SD LANCH Yanmar diesel or Kubota diesel? They make this with a Kubota. That's what we're going to find out. All right, reassembling this thing took a lot longer than it should have. My electric ratchet died, so I had to do it all by hand. But it's all back together. Let's get it fired up, turn around, and see what she'll do on digging. I hope you guys can hear me okay. We did just get a new mic set up, so I hope the audio sounds good. If not, I'm sorry. But let's see how this bad boy digs. Uh-oh. Find us a rock. Let's get us a lift test here. she'll pick up little rocks. It's a little jerky, but that's as expected on all these machines. This one hasn't had fluids changed, hasn't had a spring mod. It's literally been unloaded off the trailer, and we just went through it live with you guys. So it's expected to be a little jerky. I've run quite a bit of them, so I can feather it and not be as bad. But for somebody who's never ran one, watch. I mean, it can jerk if you aren't familiar with them. Hey, dig a little machine here. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Looks like there's some roots. Must be an old tree. Something here. Look, it's nothing but roots I'm digging up. So that's a good little test, because it's digging them up. I can get a full bucket. I'm gonna cover this back up. I don't know that he wants this big hole here. Well, now all you got to do is ask yourself, is this the machine for me? Like I said, I had one of these personally, put over 30 hours on it. I did the spring mod, of course, fluid change, all that, added fans to it, and I never had any issues with it at all. So that doesn't mean you won't. Any piece of equipment you're going to have to work on, and you know, the Chinese ones, sometimes you got to work on them a little more. But that being said, should you consider the SDLE20 when you're shopping for your mini eggs? Well, I think it all depends on what you want to do. It's not much heavier than the little 1-ton gas machines. It's a little bigger, and it is a little heavier, but it's not a lot bigger. But it is a lot more motor. It's a diesel. It's not a gas. It's quieter. It's smoother. It uses less fuel. But if the diesel engine goes down, it's a bigger cost to replace it. The gas engines, the 13.5 horses, $429 at Harbor Freight. The 23 horses, $1,000. Yanmar diesel, Kubota diesel, you're probably $5,000 or north of $5,000 just for an engine. So keep that in mind. My opinion, they're great machines. If you do not want a gas machine, you will not have a gas machine, you ain't gonna own one, it's gonna be a diesel, then I think this is your entry-level diesel. It's a great machine. It's got all the features that are important. Doesn't have expandable tracks, but you know, it is 42.5 inches already, so not that big a deal. It's stable. I mean, I climbed right up this, no problem. Didn't have my boom dragging the ground or my blade. I mean, I just walked right up it. Great machine in my opinion. So I hope that answers all your questions. If I missed anything, if there's anything I didn't mention, there's something you want to know, drop a comment down below. Let me know. I keep these, so if I need to run out, check something for you, get you an answer, I'll be happy to do that. If this is the type of stuff you guys want to see, hit that like and subscribe and turn the notification bell on. We're going to keep posting stuff. We're going to keep doing reviews. We're going to keep doing real world testing. We got a lot more stuff coming. I got more stuff on this machine coming. I'm not done with it. I wanted to do a walk around and a close-up because a lot of you guys, I've had several messages. People saying they're considering buying this machine, but they'd like to know a little bit more about it before they pull the trigger. I hope this helps you. We're going to do some capability testing with it. Sure, it digs, but will it run a flail mower? We're going to find that out. That video is coming soon. Hit the like and subscribe. I appreciate I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.